Welcome back to Cultivating Clarity. I think this is the third episode. Wanted to check in first before I start this week and see how is your challenge going from last week. Did you sit down and take a minute to plan out a day every week where you could have a little bit of time to yourself this holiday season? And I did ask for an hour. If you've got less than that, I'll just be happy for doing anything for yourself this season. But I do recommend at least an hour each week, whatever that looks like, and to plan that into your calendar so that you make sure that it happens. All right, so let me know how that's going. This week, I was thinking about this season and how I might be able to help you. And I want to talk about asking for help. So recently, a friend, she knows how busy I am with my new business and all the other things I have going on. And she said to me, would you be able to help me? If not, no problem. But I am so clueless at this, and this is something that you're good at. Could you help me? And that left me free to say yes or no. Alternatively, I had a family member say, oh, well, I need this, this, and this, and I just don't know how I'm going to get that done. And I said, I'm happy to help. I have offered before to help. And they said, oh, okay. So it just got me, those two things got me thinking about really how terrible we are at asking for help. And if you're anything like me, I was actually raised to not invite myself places and not really, I don't know if I was raised to do this, but really just got the impression that I shouldn't put myself upon other people. And then it occurred to me one day, if I am offering help to someone and I truly mean it when I offer, if someone else is offering, I have to trust that they mean it. So in your life, you might have people asking if you need help with anything, and you probably pass them off as most women do. Sometimes we're good at delegating, sometimes we're good at asking for help, but the majority of the women that I've worked with, that is not the case. So I just want to give you permission, especially during this extra busy season, to really go after that help. Okay, so I have a couple tips for you on how you can implement ahead of time help and how you can, in the moment, recognize that you need help. Okay, so if you're still with me, hopefully I have made clear to you that help is okay. It's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to accept help. Now, I also just thought of this. I really love it. I feel blessed when I can help other people. When they accept my help, that blesses me. So think about it in those terms, if that makes you feel better, that you would really love to bless that person by accepting their help, even if it's difficult. Okay. So one thing that you can do to get a jump start on this season and kind of maybe looking ahead at what you might need help with is make a list of your holiday to-dos. Okay. So on there, you might be hosting Thanksgiving. You might be putting up the Christmas tree. You might be buying all the family presents. Whatever that is, just jot down a list. Now, within those big tasks are going to be smaller tasks, right? So let's just take hosting Thanksgiving as an example. So you're going to host Thanksgiving and you've got to clean the house. You've got to buy the groceries. You've got to prep the food. You have to set the table. That's all I can think of right now. Okay, so you've got those tasks. So looking at that list, what can you delegate? Okay, can you ask your kids to help you clean the bathroom, fold the laundry, wash the baseboards? Because for some reason we always do that when there's company coming like that at the holidays. Whatever that looks like within that list, try to delegate. Now, I know a lot of women hate that word because we think if it needs to be done right, we need to be the one to do it. Well, guess what, sister? If I'm coming to your house, I'm not looking at your baseboards. So if you want your 5-year-old to wipe all the baseboards, I'm happy with that. Okay. We really need to be able to let go of some of those things. So within those larger tasks, break it down to smaller tasks. Maybe decorating the tree involves getting all the stuff out of the attic or the garage. Assign that to someone else. Assign your family to help you decorate the tree. If it's something you love to do on your own, do it. I'm talking about things that stress you out and overload your plate. Okay. And then the second tip I have for you is being able to, in the moment, recognize that you need help. So I don't know how everybody else kind of catches themselves. I realize that I get grumpy in my mind. I maybe am angry, I'm frustrated, I'm overwhelmed. Sometimes I'm really tired. So in those moments, I have practiced stopping and asking, what do I need? So I'm going to give you an example because this actually happened to me this week. So I left the house to go to church for our women's night, and there were dishes I had not gotten done yet. There was laundry I had not gotten done yet. It's been a week. The floor needed swept. There were just things that needed done. My husband got home at the same time as I was leaving. And I didn't ask him to do anything. I was just racing out the door, and it had been a really full day. So I left and I got home. Nothing was done. And I was like, oh, okay, I've got to do this, and this before I go to bed. And I was getting really grumpy. And again, I've really practiced this and I'm not always great at it. But in those moments when you're really upset or frustrated or overwhelmed, stopping and ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? And what do I need? Okay. That is a hard one for me to figure out what it is that I need and feel like I can ask for it. And so I just stopped and I thought, I'm so frustrated that he was home all evening and did nothing. Did I ask him to help? No. But I wish that he would have seen it and just said, oh, I'm going to do that. And then I asked myself, what do I need? I needed help because otherwise I was going to be up for 2 to 3 more hours trying to get those things done before bed, just because I had a busy next day and I wanted to make sure there were certain things done. So I went to him and said, I am frustrated and I need to talk to you. And he said, okay. And I sat down and said, I didn't ask you to do anything, but there's so much that needs done. And I need you to help and do some of it. And he's like, okay, what do you need me to do? And so I think he folded laundry while I caught up on all the dishes. And I had dinner in the crock pot, so I put that away. But it took us equally as long to get those tasks done. And if I hadn't asked him to help, I would have been double that time that I already invested to clean my house. So in the moment, as you're feeling that feeling, whatever that looks like for you, stop. Ask yourself, what are you feeling and what is it that you need? And then go ask for it. Okay. Now, I'm not thinking that there's always going to be somebody who's going to be around to ask for help. And I'm not thinking that everybody's going to be as gracious as my husband. But you have a right to ask, and you have a right to delegate, and you should for your own health. I don't like to shit on you, but that is something that you should be doing, is being able to delegate things. Okay. By the way, delegate means to give away and not worry about it. So if you ask your kids to put away the dishes, don't worry about where they go. You'll find them somewhere in your kitchen. That might have made your head spin right there. That's okay. I'm okay with that. If you are constantly correcting and holding people's hands, you're not really delegating. Okay. So sit down, make your list, and think through what can you delegate, and then pay attention to yourself as you're going about your holiday, and check in when you're having those gross feelings. So last week, I alluded to my holiday guide that I'm going to release. Technically, it's not supposed to be released until tomorrow, but you get access to it today. So in the email where you found the link to this video, you're also going to find a link to my guide and 19 other free resources to help you slay the holiday season and the new year. Okay, so go check that out. You get to sign up for anything that you love. If you don't only want to do one or two, you can. If you like all 20 of them, you can sign up for all 20. I love you, and I really do want the best for you. I'm on your side. Let's ask for help this holiday season.